Welcome, Uncomfortables. Today's segment is how to catch a cheater. Let's get into it.
That wasn't distracting. So we're gonna have fun with this, right? How to catch a cheater. Have you ever been cheated on? I know a lot of us have. Do you want to start?
I've done some cheating in my lifetime.
You cheated on somebody?
Twice. Yes, but my first person I've cheated on was some girl in high school, and she wasn't playing her part. And as a romantic, I'm writing you paragraphs, and you gonna tell me all? But she cheated on me first, and back then I had to get my lick back, and I cheated on her with a straight girl. What happens now to not be so straight. I got caught by a pixelated Android phone. I don't remember if we was kissing or hugging.
Pixelated
and it's near
Android phone.
You know the jury spot where Insomnia used to be? Like on the other side near the Yale thing that's over there, like that way, going that way. So I remember it, and I brought her back to the school. I'm walking back near Norton Street, giddy cheesing, like, oh, I like this girl. But she also knew that I was cheating because she and the girl was both in the same choir class. So she sends me the picture.
Juicy.
And before I can react to it, she calls me. And I couldn't help but laugh because, like, you cheated on me first. Like, why do you really care what I'm doing? And she's crying boo-hoo. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. Like,
wait, so she cheated on you first.
Mm-hmm. I took her back.
And then you cheated on her.
Right.
And now she's upset.
Yeah, she was upset, yeah. And so...
What did you expect, girl?
No, really. So when that happened, I was also in the processing of asking this girl to be my girlfriend.
Okay.
And I took her to coronation.
So when you took the girl back, did you not take her serious anymore?
No, of course not.
So why you take her back?
Because I was like, I was young and stupid, but I was like, I felt like part of me was like, I like you, I like the vibes, I like what we had going on.
Yeah.
So I was like, how do I know this is not your first time cheating on me? Because she told me that, but she was like a plus size girl, and like her first girlfriend was like Maya skinny. I was like, she was like, she pinned me down and kissed me. I was like, bitch, please, be for real. So I took the new girl to coronation. She texted me, was like, you saving me to dance at coronation. I was like, you gotta ask my girlfriend. She was like, y'all dating? I was like, we bout to. So she ended up coming with some other dude she ended up fucking with. Cheated on me with. My second story of cheating is I was with some white chick in Franklin Pierce. And one of my friends had twerked on me for like a second, but I know her boyfriend, so it wasn't anything crazy. So we was at one of the senior house parties, and she's like, oh, let's go home. We had just got here, so mind you, that's when the dad pen out. I done sipped after everybody. She was like Malibu, Don Julio. I was all over the place.
Yeah.
And she tried to grab my hand, and I think, like they say, sober thoughts say a lot of shit. So I was like, I don't need you. Stop touching me. Like, and it's funny to me now, because, like, I tried to, like, gaslight her to, like, break up with me, and it didn't work, because I wanted to go to a party by myself without her, like, the next day, and I was like, I'm not good enough to be with you, like, fake crying on command and all this. Her friends came to my house, like, to my dorm.
So why you didn't just break up with her?
Like I said, I've never been in a situation, like, I'm used to people leaving me, so I'm not used to breaking up with people. So I'm saying, like, maybe if I play the tears, she gonna leave.
You were how old?
I was like 18.
That's what.
So I was like, please, leave.
Youngins need to stop.
I was like, please leave me. No, she was like, we can make it work. But I actually, at one point, I was like, yo, like, I don't think we should be together. She was like, we can make it work.
Stay single.
We can make it work. And I was like, okay.
Until you're ready.
So after our anniversary, I'm at her house, and her family was definitely, like, conservative people, low key. Like, I don't know. I thought I was gonna get got. And one day, like, I'm in her shit, And I like tell her, I'm like, this is the last time I'm gonna be fucking you. She's like, what? I was like, just don't worry about it. Then the next day, she goes, it's 12 in the afternoon. She's like, can I get those pictures off your phone to make a collage? I was like, shorty, I sent you them just 2 weeks ago. Then I tried to go back to sleep. She's like, give me your phone. And then I remember I'm talking to some girl in California from a group chat when LGBT group chats was hitting. And I woke up, I was like, I did it. She's like grabbing the phone. I do a backflip. Okay, I can't do backflips. I can't even flip for. I did a backflip. I landed, and then I was like, "Fuck, what do I do?" I was like, first thing anybody would do, make something dumb up. I started pretending to have an asthma attack. Okay, I took my phone up to use the bathroom, took a shit, deleting everything, blocked the girls. Like, hey, I'm about to finally break up with this girl. Da 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 da. Mind you, she cheating on her girlfriend too. Like a lot going on. And I bring my phone downstairs. I was like, I think I'm good. I deleted every freaky pictures, whatever, all of that. So I'm showering. I still got Cantu in my hair. I didn't even dry it. I didn't even get right. Her flight of stairs is like this. You know how mommy's is, but think about it straight down. I flew. I glided. She looking at me like this. She's like, I'm like, what? She's like, why do you have Tinder on your phone? I'm like, Saved by the Bell. And I was like, I got Tinder for friends. She was like, you're lying. It took me an hour to break up with that girl. And I was like, bro, I don't want to be with you. So as we leaving, her mom goes, you staying for dinner? So during that time frame, mommy had her potassium issues. I was like, no, I just miss my mom. I get home. I think this is, roughly around before I ended up going to Westcom. So I'm like, I won a big beanbag from, playing bingo.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Mom, come downstairs. Mommy cooking. Mom, come downstairs. Why? I was like, Mom, I need you to help me bring something upstairs. So she goes, can I get a goodbye kiss? I'm like, I guess. We kiss. I'm like this. I Bruno Mars shit because I'm like, yeah, no. Then I get on the phone upstairs. I was going, hey, babe. But yeah, I'm not a cheater now. I'm a reformed hoe. Okay, reformed.
A reformed thought.
I am a gentleman. I care about your feelings.
Yeah, a hopeless romantic. I can say that.
But that was my thotty days.
I never cheated on nobody. Believe it or not. Well, me and your brother kind of dated distance at one point, but I don't know if I would consider that because I felt like I don't know
because then there's cheating and then there's micro cheating.
Yeah, because it was if that would be the only case if anything. But it was I'm all the way in Puerto Rico. He's all the way over here in Connecticut.
Out here micro cheating. Cheating is still cheating, y'all.
So.
but
again, back in the day, it was I didn't take that
seriously.
Yeah, that's serious.
So we're gonna tell you.
But that was the only. Yeah.
We're gonna tell you what to do.
So how to catch a cheater.
First, be honest with yourself.
Yes.
And then ask these questions.
Is my relationship healthy?
Gotta ask them questions.
Do I sense that something is off? Do you sense something is off? Has my partner's attitude towards me changed? When they start acting either
you ugly, you're not even cute.
Not even I notice when guys do it, they'll, at least in my experience, because I never dated a female, I'm supportive, but I'm not a lesbian.
She's not like us guys.
Yeah. But in my experiences, it was always they would try to pin it on you,
gaslighting.
Exactly. If you was the one cheating. So that was one that I could say as their attitudes changing towards you. Do they still compliment you? Do they still call you beautiful? Are you still their bae and all that?
Are you my number one girl?
Or are they being assholes towards you?
Be my number one.
Is your partner away for hours at a time?
It's 2:30. Why the fuck you coming in at 11 o'clock?
Exactly, without you knowing. Or they do the whole, oh, I gotta work, or this and that, and they're really not there. You know, look for the signs. Look for the signs. They find interest in their looks, meaning
I need to work out. Like it's time to get this
yeah, they
body
start
right. You feel me?
trying to look good. You know, when
like let me get this.
You know, once you're in that relationship, especially when you live with them, you know, y'all all in your bummy days in front of each other now because you're all comfortable. But then they start trying to look cute all the time. You know your partner. So if you see them, if they're not the type of person to look a certain way on a regular basis and this and that, then, you know, something might be off. Freaking calls that quickly hang up. They don't answer their phone around.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna have to call you back. Nah, it's that phone call.
Oh, they answer and they hang up quickly, or they walk away and answer.
Or they do this, or they be like, they see it and they go.
Exactly.
Or your person ever put their phone like this, or
always
like
keep
this.
their phone upside down.
Nah, I wasn't cheating. I wasn't cheating, but I remember one of my exes who I broke up with, but we stayed friends. She would literally turn off my sound and flip my phone over. So a lot of times, only people that could be able to call was you guys. So if any of my friends called, I would be like, yo, I'm gonna have to call you when I leave this girl house.
But that was like her way of trying to control you.
Yeah. So like things like that. So you know.
But yeah. What else? Hiding their phone. Those are little. There's a lot of other. There's a lot of other things. But listen, they're cheating. Just leave. Walk away. To the left. Is this my left? No. This is my left. To the left. To the left.
You don't even have to take the box. You can leave the box, okay?
Yeah. But don't be also that person that just automatically thinks your partner's
also don't be that person to go back. Like,
yeah, no.
We know that there's abusive situations and things like that. But if you're not in one of those situations, the fuck is you going back for? You look stupid.
Yes.
I said what I said. No cap.
So, again, if you want to consider that one time, like I said, me and Jay, my partner, dated. We knew each other since high school. We didn't date until, like, college days for a little bit. And then we sort of tried, but it was long distance. You know, long distance never works. And this was long distance in a sense that, you know, it wasn't realistically me coming back anytime soon or anything like that. But you know, we do stuff when we're young and stupid, and we say yes to stupid stuff.
What's the show? I know it's a show like the old people used to watch. What's it called? Like The Young and the Reckless.
So, yeah, that's exactly how things be. But besides that, I can say I never consider myself, you know, to cheat on somebody.
That's effort. Like, to lie is real life effort. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I've done it.
Like they say, once you do one lie, you gotta continue that lie, and you gotta remember that. You gotta remember that story that you first gave to.
Especially if you got your homeboys.
So if you're bad at remembering, don't just be honest. You cheated,
and don't let your homeboys and homegirls be in on it too, because at some point especially if you got hoes.
Scared me.
Especially if you got hoes and you on the phone and they at your house and be like, oh, is that Tyrone? Is that Benny? Shut the fuck up! Like now you know.
Wait, have you guys ever experienced the person that has cheated and they'll put a random name for that
person?
Yeah, for the person they're cheating with.
Like if it's a girl and you have like you're close to a guy named, let's say.
So why is Bob calling you 30 times a day?
Like your name Tina,
and I don't even know who Bob is.
Like your name Tina, you got Troy calling you, or you know some crazy
Domino's
settings, T-Mobile, like
Scam Likely.
Like be creative, guys. Like I'm not saying like that.
Scam Likely will be the best.
Or like your T-Mobile, like you know how they got the little things. That's maybe the only creative.
I would say Scam Likely because they could call you all the time, so and you don't have to answer.
But it's all fun and games till Scam Likely start texting.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying. If you don't know how to delete stuff.
But even then, if you got an iPhone,
I feel like girls are guys suck at cheating. I would say that. And I'm not saying cheating is okay, because it's not. It's really not.
That's
but I feel like if we was to do a game of cheating, girls will win. Because guys suck. Like, you know, we know how to go around ways to do stuff. We're very sneaky, and I'm not trying to, you know, say all of us are like that. But trust me, if we wanted to cheat, we could get away with it. I feel like guys don't.
Or
they
the
don't.
girls,
They think they do,
when
but
the
they
girls
don't.
do the cheating,
And sometimes they think their female don't know, or their their man or whoever they're dating, their partner don't know, but they do.
Sometimes they do it. And you know what I also realized? There's people who do that and still be like in love with their partner. Like, let's say I'm cheating and my person cheating, we both cheating, and we still love each other. Like, what?
I feel like at that point, if you both are gonna cheat, y'all should just be open and honest about it. Either be open be open and honest about it. Have an open relationship, or join a polygamy relationship. Something. Because what's the purpose of like both of us just sitting here cheating and then going back to each other? And like, you know, I hope if you are cheating, you're wrapping it up or something. Because bringing them STDs to your partners too, that's another way to get caught. I got a story for that one. But yeah, have you ever, Jay, caught a cheater? Well, besides the two stories you just said now,
I did. Have you ever caught
somebody cheating when you was really being faithful to that person?
I did catch a cheater, and I caught this cheater so good that people said I was delusional, which I am, but they said that I was crazy. So some girl I was dating during the COVID pandemic lifestyle, we was almost 12 months. She had a boyfriend at one end of her street, and she had her house here. I remember through many occasions, I would find stuff and I'll send it to my phone. I'm like, what's this? She'd be like, that's old. I'm like, I'm looking at the time, the date, what I sent. I'm like, okay.
Gaslighting.
Okay. And then there would be like crazy stuff, and I'm like, and it'd be like repeated stuff. So I'm like, yo, do you even really like love me for real? She's like, yeah, I do. And I'm like, then why you keep lying? And I knew I was getting cheated on because one person I blocked on her Instagram. Why? I remember we were smoking in the basement of her mom's house. She goes upstairs. She leaves her phone. The same person I blocked texted her, say, when I'm gonna come over and eat it up. I was like, okay. Okay. So I told her family, they was like, no, you know what they say to me? They be like, no, pero no. They've been friends for a long time. I was like, okay.
In your eyes, yeah.
I'm like, okay. So, a couple months go by, Valentine's Day. I had a romantic, little thing planned out. I didn't know that this girl was doorbell ring. I've been in her house so much, I didn't even know her doorbell ring. Her windows cracked enough that I can see under her blinds. So it's a group of little boys. And her sister, Maya's size, all a little skinny, and she realized that I peeped what I peeped. And I ain't say nothing. She grabbed me. So I picked her up like how I did Axel, throw her to the wall, and it sounded like, you would have thought like I put the girl through the wall. It was like, bam! So she comes upstairs. I'm already about to open the door. She goes, what's going on? I'm like, what was that? Oh, it was so-and-so bringing stuff to my mom for Valentine's Day. I was like, oh, so we still bring our ex's mom stuff. Got it. Let me go to all my exes and get a mom for Valentine's Day, because, like, what? Her little friend, and I remember you was there.
Did you say anything when you said that?
So mind you,
there.
They were, I guess she was downstairs for like a break.
Oh, okay.
So she was like, oh, I'll be back. Like, when I made the doorbell rung, I was like, damn. Like,
so you didn't get to see
I knew who it was based off of like the angle of the window.
Yeah.
So you know how like right now if you like put the blinds down, I could be able to see.
Yeah.
Like that. So I was like, okay. Her little friend hit me up while we doing DoorDash, and she's like, I don't know how you feel about you and Soul relationship. I was like, what you mean? Boom, phone died. I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait till I get to the crib. Smoked up, and she told me she got like a teddy bear, some chocolates from old boy, and then that she seen them kiss or whatever. I said, all right, you got it. But I've had more proof than that, too.
Yeah.
That's the day you showed me ripping. I was like, get out! Everybody, I was mad because I'm like, I wasted my time. And yes, I knew I was getting cheated on. I could have left at any point, but even then, I was still getting gaslight to stay.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody else,
a lot too.
Everybody else in my family knew. If you watch, family versus relationships, you would understand. So that had happened, and even after, like, she still tried to like get in my life and stuff, and I was like, girl, I don't like you. I don't want to be with you. Like,
and that happens too. Like,
you ruined my life.
Why you guys cheat and then try to get back with the person? Like,
Shorty was like young, and I was young and
dumb.
Like,
all of a sudden, you want to go back. Like, you had your chance, and unfortunately, you lost the chance. It shouldn't take.
It shouldn't take somebody else ruining your life for you to realize what you had was good. Exactly. And the girl said, you know what the girl did? I remember when I went to Atlanta. She had told me that she was out here, like, at one of the clubs. Like, I was like, okay. She's like, I'm going to give you a bottle and give you money. I'm like, girl, get away from me. Like, I don't wish that for nobody, but I was like, yo, get hit by a car. Because, like, you really trolling right now.
Yeah, and that's always, and I hate that. That's always.
And then she sent an old video of us, like, and I'm like, you think this is about to make me.
You're trying to be cute.
I was like, you think this is about to make me fall in love with you?
Yeah.
But we got more ways for you to find a cheater. Let's go.
No, but what are other ways? Other ways
to catch a cheater is, especially, I've seen people do this, where they don't have that person with them. Oh, that's my sister. That's my cousin.
Yeah, they'll fake cool.
But you'll realize, like, cousins be cool with each other, but, like, you not kissing cousins over there. Like, they mad close. But I mean, they close, like...
Los primos like, primen. There's a saying in Spanish that says that.
You can feel like the tension's weird. Like, they're on that side with their cousin, but they should be over here. Or at least trying to engage you if that's your cousin. Or, there's other ways. They'd be like, oh, I'm going to hang out with my cousin. Like, but you're not invited. Like,
that too, they won't invite you.
Like,
they won't invite you to. All of a sudden, they'll stop inviting you to their own house.
Yeah, or they'll be like, or family events.
I was in that situation, so I dated this dude when I was living in PR, and I remember when before we got together, it was like, he kept pressing the subject, like, and I was kind of like not into it at first, like I wasn't into him. And when you kind of dodge that person a couple times, and then you like kind of like give in.
You kind of like whatever. Let's see.
Like, okay, let's see exactly. So in the beginning, everything was great. Like, mind you, I was in my early 20s, like literally early 20s. And then it was like everything was great. We was always going to his house. Like, he had his own house. I was living with my mom at the time, early 20s though. And again, those are the ages where you're still dumb and like
naive. And
exactly, you think everything is like amazing, and in the beginning stage of dating too, it's like all like puppy love. Like, you think everything's cute and everything seems amazing. So again, we was going to his house, driving his car around. He actually taught me how to drive, or continued to teach me, because I learned out here until kind of crashed my mom's car, but then I gave up. but all that, like, it was everything that was positive in the beginning. We was having amazing, it was just, everything was like perfect. So then I met, mind you, he had kids, I didn't. So I met his son, because at the time he used to have his son come over, like, we was already at that relationship stage where, where I was already being a stepmommy in my mind.
This is how it's supposed to start, guys. Stepmommy and stepdaddy.
I was approved by his own son and everything. But anyway, so then I remember there was like, I want to say like a little bit after into the relationship, like things started getting weird, and it was like, he had a group of friends, and I remember one of the girls in his group of friends, what was it? No, before she ended up pretty much outing him, it was that, again, he would stop inviting me or bringing me to his house, because it wasn't like he was inviting me, it was like he would pick me up and take me to his house, to chill and stuff. So we stopped going to his house a lot. What else happened? It was more like going to my house or being in public. Mind you, he wasn't like big on being around my family. It was always like us going to chill public, and then would like end up in his house, and then at the end of the day he would bring me home, and that was it. So it was like that stopped. Then I remember he had a phone. I don't know if you remember the old Nokia flip phones. It was an old Nokia flip phone. He had one of those. Mind you, we was already in the freaking
switch phones like
the touchscreen phones era. So in the beginning of the touchscreen phone era, I'm not trying to say my age by saying that, but but I remember we was already over the flip phones, you know. So so it was weird to me that he had a flip phone. So like out here you would think like those are kind of like the burner phones, like stuff like that. Right. That's what it was considered at that point. So he had one of those, and it was like weird, like why you and it was connected too, like, and it was weird, like why you have another phone. So I remember I took the phone. I don't know if he wanted me to catch him or what, which was weird because then he goes, "Oh, can you charge this phone for me?" Like literally take it to my house and charge it. And I took it to my house and charge it. And when I turn it on, because those phones don't have passwords and stuff. Right. So when I turn it on, mad messages from different people and this and that. And then one time I went through his computer, like this is when I started like I approached him about that. I approached him about that, and then it was like, cause why are you having me charge your phone? And like, that's why I said, did you want to get caught? I approached him about the phone thing, and he goes like, it was something like, oh, like, he tried to flip it on me, trying to say like, oh, like, why would you go through my phone like this? You literally gave me your phone to charge it for you. Like, you think if I gave you my phone, you wouldn't have gone through? Like, no. Like, try to gaslight me about it. Like, why are you going through my phone? Like, you don't trust me? All that.
You gonna love you?
Exactly. But what about the messages? Like, you're not telling me about this. So then
Sarah.
So then after that, it was like I automatically was like, yeah, something's off. And then I remember my mom told me this after, but he came over to my house one time and we were doing like the ceiling, like sealing putting the ceiling on the ceiling, if that makes sense, so it won't leak. Right. So it was time to do that in our ceiling. In our houses in Puerto Rico, that's something that you do for your ceilings, the treatment. And then I remember he was there helping us, and then my mom told me, like, he answered the phone, and I wasn't there, like, next to him at the moment, like my mom was, and she was like, it was weird that he answered the phone, and she was like, somebody probably asked him where he was, because he said, I'm at a friend's house. But my mom didn't tell me that right away. She told me, like, after, like
after he left.
Yeah. And I guess she didn't want to tell me because she wanted, like, to make sure, like
protect your feelings.
Yeah. And, so then when I was at his house, I went through his computer. This dude had old SEX videos of him. Like, he loved to do videotaping. And it was like videos of him with his exes, like his ex-baby mom. And I knew it was her because I knew her face. Right. He had videos with her. Mind you, they were not together at all. Like, that I could say, like, they weren't messing around or nothing. Right. They were old videos. And of other females. The other females, it was like, some of them were recent. Like, I didn't know he had a camcorder. And even in the camcorder, he had video. Like, this dude, he had a sexual obsession, I'm gonna be honest.
So that's addiction stuff, guys.
Yeah, I feel like but it was like he was making his own porn. So
he made his
own home videos.
Famous.
But yeah, it was just like little stupid lies. When a person gives you little stupid lies in the beginning of dating, you already know that's a red flag to the future of y'all relationship.
Also, this is a key that you should know. Like, I got this from my ex. She was like, your eyes is the window to your soul. And which is true. So, like, I really, like I said, that's the only way I ended up feeling connected to her. But if you feel like you can, like talk to somebody and they lie, and you can know because, like,
they won't look at you.
No, not even that. Their eyes, you gotta remember, their eyes dilate. Your eyes dilate when you get excited and nervous. So if I'm like, oh, babe, I love you. My eyes are big because, like, you know,
it's
my
all
love.
bright and everything.
Yeah. Or, you know, they'll start fidgeting. Like, motherfuckers, I hate being stared at for too long. Like, don't stare at me. Or, like, if you sternly talk to me, I might cry a little
See,
bit.
when I get nervous, I laugh. I do, like, a little... like,
yeah, or I'll just start...
like,
I start touching on my neck. Or
but it doesn't mean that I'm lying to you. It's just, like...
But that's certain signs you should know, though. Like,
yeah.
facial expressions. Like, if someone's stead... Like,
but some people, yeah, unless you're that good, then there are people that are good at...
Because they probably practice in the mirror.
Like, let me practice.
Like, yo, I'm not even fucking with that girl. Like, fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, you really sick in the head that you think I'm fucking with this girl, man. I
don't know where that video came from.
Bro,
that was years ago.
Bro, I got sent that shit.
The reason I'm sharing this story, because honestly, it's not the only time I've ever been cheated on, but it's the most wildest, like
the wildest one.
Wildest relationship, wildest cheating story. Like, it was just like, and it was like, yeah, did I leave? No, I didn't leave yet. And then, again.
She failed.
Early 20s, dumb and stupid. So then, after going through the computer, the phone, everything, you know, everything was there. And then, but I wanted to, like, I don't know. Maybe, I guess I wanted to really, exactly.
Like confession type of thing.
I should have left. Yes, I should have left. Because even like in the relationship, it started getting kind of like, he started getting so different with me. It just became like I could tell there was something off
like something
in the mind too.
Like, yeah.
And it was like, I even like thinking back at the stuff that was happening afterwards, it was like, could he have been the type to put his hands on me? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Not that he was aggressive like that, but
it
you know, certain things that like made it seem like exactly.
People. Especially when
and
you
he
get
was in the military. He is in the military because he still is. I don't care if you see this. But anyway, so yeah, I'm putting you on the spot. I won't say your name, but I'm putting you in the spot.
I'm gonna call you Wildest. Pedro.
But yeah, so I remember after all that, I remember again when I finally broke up with him, was that what was it? There was a picture. He had posted a picture. So there was this couple that had moved downstairs. Mm-hmm. So he owned the house. It was a 2-family house. He lived in the second floor. The couple, he rented the first floor apartment. So the people that lived there first, when I first started dating him, they had left.
Right.
So then he had a new family. I remember seeing them in the beginning, and she had a partner and everything. And then all of a sudden, like,
he posted the girl.
That's when randomly, that's when it stopped for me going over to his house. And I would always be like, why can't we, let's go chill at your house, you know, like stuff like that. And it was like, he would pick me up, take me to dinner or something, like,
and then just take you back.
Something nice, have a date, whatever, and then take me back home. Or, you know, which was weird. But I didn't question it in the beginning. So afterwards, you know, putting 2 and 2 together. So then he posted a picture, I remember, of him and a little girl. Mm-hmm. And it was like a random little girl. I knew she wasn't his kids, mm-hmm. like one of his kids, because he has 2 daughters and a son. And I knew who his kids were. Right. So he posted the picture and I comment. And then the mom of the girl comments back, pretty much like pissed off, like, why are you commenting on my kid's picture? You know, she's spazzing. So I'm like, I call him and I'm like, why is she like, why, you know, like, why are you spazzing on? I get it, like, don't come in on my, but all I said was like, you know, she's cute, you know, like something random, like, yeah, calling the little girl cute because she was cute. So then, you know, after that, it was pretty much that the girl ends up writing me, or I end up writing the girl. I don't remember how it went, but like, it started like escalating to, okay, are you guys together? Like stuff like that. And then she would say like, yeah, we're together. So I guess he was telling her that I was the crazy ex-girlfriend. But to me, he's telling me like, no, we're not together. Like, you know, he's not with her. And so he would say one thing to me and one thing to her. So whenever I was writing her to confront her about it, I'm like, you know, we're together. And I'm like, she's like, no, this is all through like messages still. And then she was like, no, he said that he's not with you. Da, da, da. And then I'm like, yo, like my whole family is here. And I could even like tell, like my whole family, like I'm not being girl, you think I'm being delusional. Like I have people that will vouch for me right now and say, and this girl was really like believing him. Like she was still believing him. So I remember I ended up calling one of his homegirls because he had a group of friends. A couple were like girls and boys, like a group of friends like that they knew each other for years. So one of the friends that I called, she was dating one of his other friends. So in the friend group, them two were dating. Right. So they had just recently broke up. So, and mind you, they were together for a long time too. So I reached out to her and she was like, listen, Kathy, like, I'm going to be honest with you. You are young. You're beautiful. There is no reason for you to be with this dude. Like, he's my brother and I love him and this and that. But she wasn't telling me that he was cheating. But she was pretty much telling me, like, get away from him.
Subtly telling me.
Yeah, like, she's like,
without trying to break your heart.
There's no reason for you to be going through this. Like, you need to just leave him. Like, you're beautiful. You can be with whoever you want or whatever right now. Like, you know, and he was older than me, too. That's another thing I didn't say. I was in my 20s. He was in his 30s. Yeah.
In the cougar, man.
So she pretty much gave it to me like that. And then she didn't really, again, say that he was cheating. But she pretty much was trying to tell me that. Because I asked her, I remember, I was like, and I'm pretty sure she knew.
She definitely knew,
she just didn't want to, like,
she didn't want to be the one to tell you.
Exactly.
Because she didn't want you to feel like, she didn't want you to feel heartbroken or be like,
exactly.
I'm so fucking
so yeah, so I ended up breaking up with him after that and stuff like that.
I wonder where he at now.
And then I could tell you. I could keep the story going, but we don't got time for that. But yeah, so that's pretty much like, I think, like the wildest experience. And I also feel like thinking back on it, like afterwards, it was like, damn girl, like you really lost yourself in this relationship. You wasted your time with a person that you initially didn't want to be with. You know, you kind of dodged in the beginning and you should have kept dodging. And being in the relationship, you didn't see the signs, or at least you ignored all the signs that were really in your face. And you put yourself in this position that it could have went a whole lot worse. You know?
Couldn't have went right because it was already going left.
Yeah. So, and mind you, like when it came to money, when it came to like anything I wanted, like he was willing to give that to me. But like money and all that is not worth it. Like especially
his love.
Exactly.
He said, "You get some, you get some."
Exactly.
He was out here playing hood Cupid.
And not remember how I mentioned that the couple that lived downstairs, the girl was the freaking neighbor. So the girl that lived downstairs with her partner that had just moved in, that's who he was cheating on me with. And that's why he was never inviting me to his house anymore. Because he didn't want her to know. See how delusional, like how crazy this is? Like,
but it could be worse.
People be going over the top.
It could be like Nerali and Young Lo.
Yo. I don't know if y'all out there follow their story, but they're bugged out. Bugged out. Like that whole, I could have had an NDA signed and still been with this dude. I don't know. Like how do NDAs work? Like you're telling me like you were with a person and they can make you sign an NDA that says I can do whatever I want with you and you can't report them?
Well, I'm gonna Google that after this.
Cause like, yeah, supposedly now it's an NDA situation, but
I'm gonna Google that because
I'm still on her side. Like I'm sort of on her side, and I want to believe her because it's crazy that this Young Lo character is like not trying to give them more fame, exactly, clout. But the fact that she stayed posting her body, I understand. But at the same time, like Nerali argues about it. But then, on her page, it also says OnlyFans. So did they always have an OnlyFans?
She did though. She did.
That's what I mean. Like, so if you had an OnlyFans, you know,
they both.
You pretty much like set yourself up for that.
Yeah.
But then if it was an NDA, I don't know.
Because Nerali was a model, but we'll get into the celebrity drama.
She's beautiful, but she was model beautiful back then, and like But anyways, we're not gonna touch base on them because
we talked about how to catch a cheater, what to look for. Fuck, I'm missing something.
But point is, break up with the person.
So we talked about that.
You know, especially you young people, like there's many ways, and like again. We are always like Nerali situation, the situation I just gave you with me, you know.
There's many different ways to...
especially if you're like into like really being open and honest with a person and really wanting love, like...
Be careful.
Exactly. Be aware of what's happening.
Be yourself.
And this is why I tell all the young people, like, you know, don't rush to be in a relationship. Like, you know,
I'm pushing 30.
You know,
I'm not trying to have my baby at 38.
I'm not against you having your thoughting phase, you know, but protect yourself too in the process. But I get it. Some people are like, well, I want to find love and da-da-da-da. I get that. But it will come to you when it comes. If you're pushing the subject, you're going to get all these cheaters.
And then when it don't come, and I'm somebody's fucking basement.
Not necessarily saying, like, don't take the person, you know, but at the same time, like, look out for red flags before you just jump into whoever is in your inbox.
I'm like somebody's basement uncle, okay? Fucking fat as fuck, eating Doritos and Mountain Dew, playing Call of Duty because I can't find love. Because everybody want to be a whore.
Want to cheat. And I feel like nowadays it's become like a thing.
It's like a trend. It's like a
exactly. It's like
how many bitches I can get. How many niggas I can get. Like
hard nowadays to find somebody that's genuine and like everybody is just out here cheating. Like for what? For what? If you want to cheat, just stay single.
If you want that real
just stay single. Because listen, we could be like little F buddies and still be single. Like, who knows? Like,
I'm gonna need your record.
What's that?
Though.
Best friends. Friends with
best friends forever.
Best friends forever. Best friends forever. No, friends with benefits. We could be friends with benefits and.
But I'm gonna need your STD records.
Well, that too. That's what I'm saying. Like, still, you know, if you're gonna do that type of stuff, still protect yourself. You know, obviously. But the point is that like. Stop the cheating. Stop the cheating. Don't go crazy over somebody trying to cheat on you and going through the most to try to figure out if there's, you know, if you know, you know. I know that sometimes there are those who are delusional and just automatically think everybody's cheating too. The actual. So you want to have the facts straight before.
No, but you got to also be careful with the people who are really like up here, like
that's what I mean.
Gone. Like, if you feel like you about to get abused, run. Like, really get out of that situation before it can, like, really start. But what not to do is assume, automatically check their phone. What else? I feel like I'm missing a couple.
What is it? Get spy equipment.
Oh, yeah, don't get spy equipment. Don't.
Remember? That one had me dying. Don't get spy equipment.
Ladies and men, do not
I just thought of, like, getting binoculars or something. Like that show. Remember that show?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, what it was called?
I want to watch it now.
They will show to the places and catch them cheating.
I think that's literally how to catch a cheater. I think that's real life how to catch it. But anyway.
No, I don't think it was called that. But you guys know what we're talking about.
No air tags. No fucking air tags, okay? No air tags. Like, that's how you're going to get the police called. Well, you better call your fucking investigator, FBI best friend.
No, but you know, again.
And don't follow them neither, because that's...
If you know, you know. Get the facts straight if you're really trying to confront them about it.
Get the car facts.
You know, because you also don't want to confront somebody and not have your facts straight, and then it just overthink it.
It makes you look like you're stupid. Now you're on Facebook going viral.
Not necessarily that. Like, it probably wasn't what you thought it was, you know. Maybe they're trying to buy you that ring or hide something from you because it's gonna benefit.
Or they're trying to plan a trip.
But you would know. Again, you would know. You know, especially if you've been in this relationship for a long time.
See me, I feel like I'll be able to do good hiding stuff, like for good benefit. But I'm also like I want you to see. But it's like people are so damn nosy and stuff. Like if I ask you like, so what's your shoe size? Like what's your ring size? Oh, why?
Oh, I'm bad at surprising people because as soon as I buy you something,
I want to show you.
Exactly.
I get excited.
You know that I am like that. I be like, do you want to see what I got?
No.
You're like, because I'm already excited. But yeah,
get the facts. know your worth. Not get spy cams.
That's the first.
Don't follow people.
That should be the first thing. Know your worth. Like. Exactly.
Hold on, do I gotta spell it out for you?
And again, same as Jay.
No.
My situation was the same in the sense that after getting caught, they want to come back and apologize and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da and reminisce and all that stuff. Like, no.
But it's like...
Your apology, thank you. Thank you for your apology, and that's it.
You're only apologizing for the fact that you got caught.
Exactly.
Or the fact that your relationship that you have is worse than what you had before. If you know that I'm a good person and you move to somebody who's shitty, karma. My karma's slow. She must be smoking a lot of weed because she take her sweet time.
No, karma would do that to that person.
And especially if you're fucking with somebody who is mentally, spiritually aware and have self-love, you're fucked. Only because karma really shows you the worst part of yourself. Like, when you think that, like, you got one up on somebody, you think that, like, oh, you got this car, you got this job, and, like, let's say your ex, like, that, you cheated on is down bad, trying to build themselves up. Boom, now you're in a car accident. Boom, you lost your job. Now this person, like, a millionaire, or, like, a rapper, or a famous writer.
Or the girl that you're with, she's cheating on you, or she's taking all your money. Right. And just using you for the benefits and all that, and then you end up effed.
Right. Like,
so.
And don't do shared accounts neither. Like, if you're not at that, like, if you feel like you're not gonna marry that person, do not start out doing like shared bank accounts. Like,
exactly.
Like I would write a prenup. If you're doing something like that, like if you go like.
And it's sad. Again, it's sad that we got to think about that stuff nowadays. Mm-hmm. Because the world is crazy out here. People is just bugged out and nobody want to be open and honest anymore.
Like, what's wrong with that?
But I'm happy for those that do find that, And
then I would also want to know your story.
For everybody. Yes, let us know in the comments. Have you been cheated on? Your wildest story, how you caught somebody.
If you know somebody else who got cheated on, tell their
any
story.
Other story, exactly. Make sure you hit that like button, follow,
subscribe.
We're on Spotify too. Look us up.
TikTok, IG, we kind of all around.
Yeah.
But that's the end of the segment of How to Catch a Cheater.